Yes, a topic I've been wanting to touch on. Okay, the art of negotiation with your ancestors, and are they willing to adapt, and are they willing to basically hear you out in some things? I'll use myself as an example. Way back when, you know, when I decided to pick up my gift, right? That time I'm not even sure what it is actually entirely, but I know it's something. I said to my aunts, even before I did anything, even before I went home, even before I really engaged anyone in trying to sort of the people that I needed to engage actually to sort of go on my path. I said to my guides, Napat, just by myself, because I'm someone who believes that people who give you a gift, people who speak to you ancestrally, spiritually, prophetically, they can hear you. If you can hear them, they can hear you, right? Now, maybe certain things they won't action because of them needing to stress that a certain process needs to be followed, but they can hear you. They can hear you. And that's not to say that you shouldn't follow process as process is. It's just saying that they can hear you, right? So for me, I was just like, no, they're gonna need to hear me because if they don't hear me, then I'm not going to, to even start this thing, right? And no, but I love my guys. I mean, I would have, because they wouldn't have let me rest. But basically, look, the negotiation aspect of my gift was, I mean, I'm happy to listen. I'm happy because I finally understand, why I'm so strange. why I've always been so strange. I'm growing up and like just in my life, and why things just happen, Very grateful because a lot of things really just work out to my greatest good. But also some things, oh my God. But anyway, so the negotiation was, I'll pick it up, but I do not want to look like a healer or or anything like that. I don't want. No, especially being close, it freaked me out because, whenever I saw initiates, people, abantu ababonayo or whatever, like it's the white on the face. Hey, go busy, and I'm like, no. No, ma'am, no, sir. I'm not doing it. So I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna do it. If you guys think nah, every day, nah, I'm gonna, be like dressed like that and be having to licensing every day. I don't care, didn't say it like that. I don't talk to my ancestors like that. I'm still a child. But I just said, please, I pray that I'll pick up the gift. No problem. I'm happy to grow that part of my life. And I really, and I still do, I believe and I strongly believe that I will meet people who need to hear what I have to say, right? And I'll be happy to share it, right? Because life, we're all unique beings, man. It's beautiful when we embrace our uniqueness and our individuality. And I want people to understand that their ancestors love them and they should love their ancestors, and that, hey man, sometimes it's a party, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. As long as you practice some discernment, as long as you just do certain things the way that they're supposed to be done, then it's beautiful. And my negotiation was that I'll pick it up, but I don't want to look like one. So people must be confused when they meet me. They must not understand what's going on. Like, for me, the only thing that they'll see is this baby here. and then they'll try to, and a lot of people do this when I meet them. They try to first get information, good, okay, what culture do I belong to? And then they'll understand Kuti is Xhosa. Then they're like, okay, but Xhosa people, well, if she was Zulu, you'd understand, because then, they do this when they have umbulelo and ngoba and stuff. But in Xhosa, only does this if, hey, actually, in my Xhosa and their cultures, there's a lot going on there. And so it's very interesting for me to see how confused people get. Yeah, I like it. The only people that know it's if I'm talking about it and I'm explicit in saying, but that's what it is, then they know, otherwise no. And that's really the negotiation I had. And I mean, I've had a series of negotiations with my guys. Unfortunately, mine always, like, they say, okay, you don't need to, if you don't want them, it's okay. But so it's just, don't be scared. Don't be scared, guys. Don't be scared to ask your guys for what you want and the process that you want, because I'm telling you, even if you are within it can be something. Even if you are within your process and you say, oh, I don't feel comfortable doing this, then they'll, they might just, adjust things for you. But then there are times that you will have to do some things. Okay? Yes. There are times. And also what I shared with the lady, actually what I shared with anyone really, is that look, there's a lot of things in the process now. Say for instance, you're someone who ultimately needs to initiate at some point. There's a lot of things that you will do that don't seem like part of anything, it just seems like that's strange. But look, the core thing, main reason why anyone would need to truly initiate is really, firstly, it is to have someone who has genuinely gone through the process and is genuinely, I'd want to use the word ordained to heal, to pass on. It's for them to just light a switch in you, literally just light a switch in you, so that you are able to connect with your guides. And also, even after that process, your guides can still initiation, guys. It's like because you're constantly having to learn certain things. But basically, it is to light that switch in you, that you are able to connect, and that actually in the spiritual world you will be recognized as, a healer. Because remember, your job will not only be to connect with your own ancestors, but it will also be to connect with other people's ancestors, well, depending on the gift that you have actually. But if you're someone who has to communicate with other people's ancestors, then they will need to recognize you as, a healer that has gone through the process, but it really depends, right? Things are different for different people. It really depends how your particular gift goes. So yes, don't be afraid of the process. Don't be afraid. You can negotiate with them. You can ask them for certain things and not to do certain things. But the goal for even a journey, so regardless of, are you initiating, are you Pagamisis Tuna, whatever you're doing, or anything like that, the process is it's designed to be tough. It's meant to strengthen you. It's meant to make you resilient. It's a resilience and a strength that you are going to need going forward. And you're going to need that bravery, that brave spirit, that yes, I can do it, because I've been through the most, So just be strong and trust your people, and always look to them for guidance. Okay.